For more on this subject, I want to bring on June Foster, author of the book, The Girl and the Golden Leaf. June, thank you very much for joining us tonight. So during this pre-interview thing, I really wanted to get to the idea really of what it goes to take into a book. I mean, so many people nowadays say, I'll get around to writing that book someday, and very few actually do, but you followed through on it. So really speak to what was the inspiration behind this book and really what went into it.
Well, it's an adventure and suspenseful story that touches upon poverty and human trafficking and the faith of God. I was inspired to write the story after taking many sociology courses in college that enlightened me on extreme poverty and human trafficking. While I was there, I discovered that 40 million people are still enslaved around the globe,
Wow.
with exceeding profits over 150 billion each year. And then I discovered that 800 million people are still living in extreme poverty. So,
Right.
in term learning about their living conditions and their survival stories really broke my heart and honestly brought me to tears. So I wanted to mention all of that in my future novel, which is here now. So.
Yeah, and the book itself too, I mean, to your point, it touches on a lot of the things that you were talking about, but also a lot of things that are taking place in common society right now. I mean, the main character is from the state of West Virginia, as you were saying, in the state of poverty a little bit. And then it also
Yeah.
kind of brings in a lot of things that we're talking about right now, one of which being kind of Hollywood culture a little bit. You know, it's such a beautiful type of fantasy that
Yeah.
people get into, but it also comes back to a little bit of the idea of kind of people abusing the power that they do have in those situations. So, I mean, for someone reading this book, I think that it's more geared for a younger audience, but I think anybody can read this book and really take away a lot out of it. What do you hope that people take away from this book?
Well, my hope is to inspire to action,
Hmm.
to help others in need and fighting for injustices. I've heard from many readers that this book has inspired them, um, and I'm always just so happy to hear that.
Hmm.
And now the book is um, has been optioned for a movie. So the screenplay has already been written, and now we're just looking for funding. But my hope is that this future film will inspire and galvanize people to action and to make a real difference. So.
I mean, that's pretty remarkable right there, right? I mean, that's a testament to the
Yeah.
idea that they don't make movies out of bad books. Actually, I don't know. I saw 50 Shades of Grey, but I don't know. Maybe that's not my place to say. But for example, that's a very testament to the idea that this is a popular concept, a popular thing that people are interested in learning more about. And you kind of have a very interesting career path yourself. I mean, you were a writer, you've been on a reality TV show on Bravo, Below Deck, and now you're
Yeah.
essentially going to be a movie producer, or a screenplay writer, whatever the right terminology is. How do you kind of bring all those things back in together? I mean, that's a very unique type of background.
Yeah. So basically, I've been in yachting since about 2017.
Hmm.
Yeah, September 2017, and I with the reality TV, I I was just in the right place at the right time, and
Huh.
so I work in the yachting industry, like I said, but as a deckhand and a stewardess. So when Bravo called me, I was available and just ready to jump um, at the chance to work with Captain Sandy.
Hmm.
So, but now today, I'm finishing the sequel to my next book,
Wow.
and in about a month or so, I'll be heading back to the Mediterranean to start a new job here in April.
Wow. I mean, now you're just bragging when you're talking about getting another book in
No,
there. And I mean, that's phenomenal. But really quick, before I let you go too, you support other causes, and this isn't the only one that you're very passionate about. Really quickly, can you tell me what those causes are?
yes, I support multiple causes focusing on conservation, children in need, um, those who are in poor situations and disadvantaged, and military veterans. So
Hmm.
some of them are you can find them on my online retail store
Mhm.
called Yachty Inspired, where I mention all of the different causes on the About page. But There's one called Comfort Cases that is founded by Rob Shear, and his love and support. He focuses on foster children in need. Another one is the Conservation Project International, which they focus on our oceans, the forest, climate, and wildlife trafficking.
Very
And
cool.
then, yeah,
Yeah.
so there's some there, and yeah.
Yeah, and for all of our viewers too, The Girl in the Golden Leaf, that's the book that we've been talking about this entire time, but you can also find out more about June and her causes at junefoster.com. We have the website up right there. June, thank you very much for joining us tonight.